Delta 2648, descend and maintain 7,000.
Alright, descend to 7,000, Delta 2648.
Boy 3130, reduce speed to 210.
Return speed on board 3130.
Alright, United 887, the first ridge for 2 left.
United 887, San Francisco Tailwind, come, runway 2 left, third line.
2 left, third line, United 887.
Hello everyone, SouthernAviator here. Welcome to another installment on the channel. Today we're going to do a flight for the VA. Again, my last video was for the VA as well. It's going to be Fusion Airways flight 812 from John F. Kennedy to Zurich, Switzerland. Flight's going to take us across the North Atlantic. We're going to take one of the NAT tracks, I believe it's X. And we're going to get over to Zurich just before sunrise. So it will still be dark when we get over to Zurich. So this pretty much the entire flight will be a night flight. Our alternate for Zurich is going to be Frankfurt. I had a hard time finding a good alternate with decent weather. But luckily I found one eventually. Not too far away, I guess. It's going to be ETOPS 120 using St. John's, Azores, and Shannon, Ireland. As far as the weights are concerned, how much fuel and all that, we're going, let me check it, we're going to be taking 134.8 pounds on the fuel. And takeoff weight should be somewhere around 584,400 pounds. The weather's not going to be too great when we get over to Zurich. So with this particular VA, you can only do Cat 1. We're not Cat 2 or Cat 3 certified. So hopefully weather minimums over there won't get too low that we end up having to divert to Frankfurt. But that's why I had to pick a good alternate. So I guess enough of that. We'll go inside the airplane and begin the pre-flight. Alright, if I can get the textures to load. Alright, there we go. Alright, so as usual, I'll be using FS2CREW. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward
I'm
here.
out for the walk around.
It takes her forever to do a walk around, but
I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks good.
thanks. Quickest walk around ever, right? Alright, so we're trying to get out of here by 2310Z, which is about 22 minutes from now. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the pre-flight flow.
Hi guys, can we start boarding now?
Yes.
Thanks.
Alright, let's get GSX going with the boarding. Alright. So fast forward just a bit. Alright, so first, let's get the inertial reference system going. Alright, while that's going, I'll go inside the FMS and get it all set up and going. Alright, so we're sitting at, what gate is this? Let's see here. If I can find something that lets me know. Oh, I don't see anything that tells me. I know it's written somewhere though. Is it on the ground? Yeah, it's on the ground. So it's Terminal 7, Gate 9. Alright, so K, J, F, K, Gate. Let's see, I don't know the format on this actually. Terminal 7. Maybe it's a dash. Oh, it's forcing me out. There we go. Terminal 7-9. Let's see if it takes that. Not in the database. Well, that's fine. So we'll just take the GPS position. Alright. So let's see here. Alright, so that's all placed in. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm going to take care of the fuel. Alright, so as stated, fuel is going to be 134. We'll round it up to 134.8.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear
Hello,
ahead.
450.7. Carrying a lot of cargo on this one. So zero fuel weight's pretty high. Alright, so now that that's placed in, let's go ahead and grab our route. Alright, let's go KJFK. Let it know what airport we want to leave. Let's go to request. And grab the route requested. And also the New York Center is up, which I'm surprised because of the time. I thought they'd be asleep at this point, because I'm actually doing this flight in the morning, but you know, flying for the VA, the flight actually operates in the evening, but that's fine. We'll see if New York's still up and awake when we get ready to leave. Alright, so let's load that. Alright, loaded, and let's activate it. Alright, so here comes all the other uplinks. I believe we're going to take 4 left. That's what ATC has in the ATIS right now. And it's Fusion Flight 812. Alright, so let's go to Perfinite. Let's accept that. Cost index of 10 is good. That's exactly what I planned for. Let's load. No need to go over there fast. We're actually supposed to arrive early. About 45 minutes early. Descent forecast. Get that placed in. Load. Alright, so transition level in the States is 18,000. That's already placed in. But what is the
2992 set?
Oh, there goes FS2CREW again. Let me mute that. Alright. Sorry to confuse her. Alright, so let's see what the transition level is over in Zurich. Hang on a second while I load the chart. Alright, so transition level is 7,000. Let's get that placed in. Alright, so for the departure, I'm going to just make a guess here and say they're going to give me the score 3 Yankee transition. I don't know that for sure. Well, you know, that's actually only off of runway 31. So I may not get that. So I'll go ahead and take that back out actually. So let's just put in 4 left. We'll see what they give me. Let ATC figure that out for me. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so let's see. Next thing I want to do is get the arrival placed in. So arrival is going to be Bravo Lima Mike 2 Golf. And right now in Zurich, they're landing on the 28s, but you know, or on the runway 28, but we'll see what they're landing on when I get over there. It's a little ways from now, so I won't bother putting that in just yet. I will just put in the basic runway here. So I have that in. All right, so now for the ETOPS setup. All right, so first I'm gonna go to route 2 page. KJFK LSZH. Alright, so let me go down to my ETOPS section. Alright, so first airport is going to be St. John's. And then the first equal time point is going to be north 4810.1. Oops, that's not how it works. And then west 3848.1. 0.3. Alright, so that's our first equal time point. Next is going to be the Azores. Lima Papa Lima Alpha. And then the second equal time point is going to be north 4940.9. Oops, why did I do that again? And west 2417.4. And our exit airport is going to be Shannon. Alright, so let's put John F. Kennedy. Oh, oops. JFK. Let's put that at the top for the discontinuity. And LSZH on the other end. Alright, so let's go to the fixed page. Alright, so our ETOPS entry airport is St. John's. 406. And our exit airport is Shannon. And that's 406 as well. Let's get our alternates placed in. So it's going to be CYYT. Then it's going to be Azores. Next we have Shannon. And we'll put Shannon in again. There we go. Alright, so our ETOP setup is all done. I'm going to go ahead and check that real quick. Alright, so we see the arrows going off. Alright, so yeah, everything looks good. Everything's placed in. Yeah, so that's there. Alright, so I'm satisfied with that, so we'll go back to the Route 1 legs page. Close that out. Matter of fact, I might as well just go ahead and get those set up and put in place where I want them to be. I find it interesting the first officer didn't seem to set the there we go. For some reason it set the standard. Anyway, alright, so now that that's done, let's see, what else do I have left to set up in this computer? I guess the takeoff weights is the only thing that's left. I do want to change my descent profile, so we'll go 0.823, and I want to descend at 310 knots instead of 253. Alright, so we do have that placed in, and the transition altitude 18,000 in the United States, so that's correct. Alright, so I guess I'll go ahead and hook up the VATSIM and get a clearance taken care of.
Hi guys, here's the load chute for you. Have a safe flight.
Thanks. Alright, so let's connect. Alright, we're all connected to the server, so let me get the frequency see so the ATIS. Check that out real quick before I make my call in. Alright, so ATIS information: Romeo, wind 070 at 14, gusting to 22, 10 statute, few clouds, 1500, overcast 2400. So we won't need any ice on takeoff. Got high pressure. That looks good. So we're departing runways 4 left. Alright, and that's about it. So now I'll just go ahead and contact center. See if I can't get a departure clearance. So 125.32. So it sounds like the frequency's clear, not a whole lot going on. New York Center, Riptide 812, with information Romeo, looking for IFR clearance to Zurich.
And it's a Foxtrot Uniform Sierra 812, will be with you momentarily.
I actually think my mic was muted. I didn't realize that. New York Center, Riptide 812, looking for IFR clearance to Zurich with information Romeo.
Okay, Riptide, well, thank you very much for Romeo. You're cleared to the Zurich Airport via the Kennedy 3 departure. Vectors happy, then is 5, climb via SID, top altitude 5,000, expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me, 125.32, squawk 666 strength.
Could you repeat the squawk for Riptide 812?
Riptide 812, that's 6665.
Riptide 812 cleared via the Kennedy departure, Kennedy 3 departure, then it's filed, climb via SID 5,000, expect flight level 330, then 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency with you, 125.32, squawk 6665, Riptide 812 heavy.
Yeah, Riptide 812 heavy, reback is correct, push and start at your discretion. Expect runway 4 left. For departure, advise 3 minutes, taxi.
Push and start at my discretion, expect 4 left, Riptide 812 heavy. Alright, so now that we have that taken care of, so let's get the squawk set in. Set 6665 on the transponder, please.
Set.
And let's see if she can handle the frequency. Set 125.32 on standby comm 1, please.
Rock 81 heavy, turn
Set
left, heading
125.32
220.
on standby comm 1, please.
Left, heading 220, left to 6.
I just realized, why am I doing that? I'm going to depart with center. What an idiot. Alright, so moving on from that, so let me get my setup here done. Alright, so we'll turn that on. We'll turn that off. I'm going to do a single engine taxi. I don't know what that's going to be yet. LNAV, VNAV. Set that to 5,000. Let's go back into the FMS here. And let's get the Kennedy 2 placed in. Alright, so now that we have all that placed in, I'm going to go ahead and do a pre-flight checklist, which is a little bit late, but whatever. Pre-flight checklist, please. I always forget to set the
Captain,
parking
set the
brake.
parking brake first, please.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%.
Sorry about that. Click the
Heading
wrong American.
257.
Thank you for pointing it out.
Altimeter 3032. Set.
Heading 257. Altimeter 3032. Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Alright, another thing I need to do is set this to 045.
Alright guys, everyone's seated. We're all buttoned up and ready to go in the back.
Thanks.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Okay, so next on the agenda, I don't know, I guess you forgot to close out. the window here. Looks like FS2CREW's hung up. Hopefully we can fix that. So nothing here needs to be changed. He didn't ask for ground radar to be turned on in the Addons, so I won't turn it on. So let's do well, first let's get the ground crew rolling up. So prepare for pushback. And I want to go, I guess there's only one way I can go apparently. So let's just take a straight back push. No, 100 meters, I don't think that's far enough, so let's just take that. Alright, no. Before start procedure.
Are we cleared to pressurize?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, still got doors open. So let me close the doors.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, so let me get the takeoff weight. So it's going to be 4 left. Compute.
I am ready for the checklist.
Right, everyone, heavy turn right, heading 270. Descend and maintain 5,000. Resume normal speed.
With an assumed temp of 47.
Right heading 270, descend 5000, flat 26.
Speed
Right, everyone, heading
57,
U-turn, resume normal speed.
59 and 63.
And high speed approach flat 6.
Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
You have to hold on, cowboy. Alright, and it's going to be a thrust takeoff 1. I probably should have set that in the first place. So now I got my speeds deleted. 47. So 57, 59, and 63. There you go. That's why the speeds are off to begin with. So trim is going to be 3.2. Alright, so that's set.
Release parking brakes.
Is this window stuck open? Because if so, that's not good. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. MCP.
What is going on with FS2CREW? It's not getting it together at all. V2163, heading 045, altitude 5,000, set. Set and check.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and check.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Trim.
3.2 units, 0 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist complete.
And it's, there it goes. It closed the window that time. That made me nervous. I thought I was going to have a serious problem. Alright, so let's get it all pushed back. I'm just going to start one engine. I don't really see a need to start both of them. 4 left is pretty far over there, so I don't want to waste the fuel.
And right, everyone, turn right, heading 310, descend and maintain 2,000.
Right heading 210, descending 2000 feet, flat 6.
I guess it's going to turn me this way, and then which will allow me to go down that way. I'm assuming that's what it's going to do. I guess we'll see here. I found sometimes if you fly out of a gate or an airport you don't normally go to, you never really know what GSX has up its sleeve as far as where it's going to push you. Sometimes you think it's going to do one thing and it doesn't. So it's like it's slowing down here finally.
Parking brakes.
Brakes are set. Start left engine. Oops, muted. Start left engine. Start left engine.
Starting left. Oil pressure.
Alright, so there goes the fuel.
Unlocking gear.
So might as well get the taxi diagram up,
Tow truck
because that's next on the agenda.
Bypass main removed.
So I'm just gonna make a guess. It'll probably be taxiway Alpha, and then cross 31 left on to Kilo, and then 4 left. I'm just making a guess. We'll see what happens. Alright, so let's go.
11 miles from
Flaps 5.
Eddie, turn right, hit
Flaps 5.
10. Maintain 2000 until established, cleared ILS runway 4, right approach.
Right heading 010 and locally established 04 right, start to 6.
It's good there. Make sure the rudder's working. Alright, looks like that's working as well. We'll see you later, Mr. Ground Crew Guy. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Alright, so we're looking good so far. So let's go ahead and call ground. Center is handling ground as well. Kennedy ground, Reptile 812 off of Terminal 7, Gate 9, ready for taxi.
Reptile 812, runway 4 left, taxi right on Alpha, Kilo, cross runway 31 left at Kilo, altimeter 3032.
Alright, taxi to 4 left. Via Alpha, Kilo, 31 left, Riptide 812 heavy. Alright, so those like that's what we got, so we'll go Alpha. And Alpha is the inner taxiway, so this is Alpha right in front of us.
Establish localizer runway 4 right, start to 6.
Alright, clear left. Clear left.
Clear right.
And lot
Nose light
81, Kennedy wind
light coming on.
080 at 14 gust 22, runway 4 right, clear land.
Wind stop easy trend, 4 right, start to 6.
Looks like that's turned on for some reason. See, so how do we turn that off? Is it there? No, it's not there.
All aircraft on this frequency, New York Center has been called away on an emergency. Sorry, I won't be able to stay with you. I need to sign off at this point.
Alright, so looks like Center's left us. That's fine. So let's go ahead and swap our frequency back to advisory frequency. So it'll be 122.8 now on the frequency. We won't have ATC. I guess he had an emergency.
WestJet 2884, need to sign off at this point. Radar service terminated, frequency change to Unicom approved. Bye-bye.
I'm also going to go ahead and start the right engine. So let's get it spooled up a little bit so we can do a cross bleed here. Start right engine.
Starting right.
Alright, so she'll turn the dial on the engine starter and I will give it fuel.
Oil pressure.
And there's the fuel. Alright, so we're almost out to the runway. Looks like we got a good engine start. I just heard the engine starter cut out. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Alright, so let's get the auto throttle going now. LNAV have it set in, altitude set in. Why did my heading? Oh, she changed it, didn't she? Alright, 045. So I'm basically just gonna take off, and it's gonna be head over to Happy Intersection. Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Alright, so let me check here. I want to make sure
Clear
I don't
on the
have
approach.
anybody coming. I don't see anybody out there. TCAS isn't picking up anyone. Also, I want to turn this off. I bet this is on too. Yeah. So turn that off. Alright, so I got the lights off. So let's get back in my seat. So we'll enter here and we'll proceed with the takeoff. Those lights look kind of weird. Let's get it lined up here. Alright, there we go.
Speed 192 set.
Wow, you're killing me. If you're wondering why she's screwing up so much, I am using a new microphone. I'm using a desktop microphone for FS2CREW, and it takes time for it to learn your commands when you use different microphones. So I'm gonna have to deal with the learning curve here for a few flights while she figures it out. But in any case, let's go ahead and spool up to 40%. Start the clock. Take off.
Check.
And let's roll. There goes Toga.
Thrust set.
Let's get back to the center line. How about that?
80 knots.
Alright. Let's watch out for V1.
Check. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
You're up.
$400 feet.
Alright, so 400 feet, so I'll go ahead and turn direct
Climb.
to Happy. Now we're direct happy. Let's nose it forward here a little bit, get a little more acceleration. Flaps 1.
Speed check, flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Speed check, flaps up.
Let's get it trimmed out. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete.
Alright, so it's a decent takeoff. Alright, so engine anti-ice on. Oops, it's muted. Engine anti-ice on. Engine anti-ice on.
Engine anti-ice coming on.
I guess we could go ahead and do the wings too. Wing anti-ice on.
Wing anti-ice coming on.
Alright, yeah, came through a cloud deck there, so I want to make sure, you know, I didn't have any ice building up in the engine cowling or anything like that. So everything's looking good, not much going on here, just climb on up. Climbing at about 2,500 feet per minute, so it's not too fast. But like I said, you know, you got a little weight here on this one because you're hauling all that cargo. And then you got all the fuel on. So there's 10,000, so we'll nose it forward to 5 degrees and accelerate to our cruising speed, which should be, what, 317? So let's take care of that.
Center fuel pumps coming on.
What is she doing? Center fuel pumps on.
Center fuel pumps coming on.
Oh, it should be on. Center fuel pumps off. Center fuel pumps off.
Center fuel pumps coming on.
Like I say, I just have to deal with it for a little bit. It eventually learns what your commands are pretty well, but when you switch microphones or you just buy FS2CREW, there is you know, I'd say 5 or 6 flights in, it starts to get pretty good at recognizing your voice. You have to make sure you do the training recognition, speech recognition, and all that stuff. But it's worth it in the end, because once it becomes accustomed to your voice and accustomed to how things sound, it works awesome. But like I said, I just switched microphones, so I'm just going to deal with it, because I think in the end it's worth it to have FS2CREW. It makes it more realistic, at least in my opinion. Alright, so we reached our cruise speed. D-rate has come off. It washed out at 12,000. So I am going to go ahead and turn on the autopilot. And that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and reset the standard. Transition altitude standard set. Oops, it's muted. I always forget that. Transition altitude standard set. Transition altitude standard set.
Standard set.
Alright, so we'll climb on up to 35,000. Looking at the flight management computer, yeah, it's saying 35 is the optimum altitude. Max is about 361, so we can't make 37. I hope to be able to make 370 before I enter the tracks, because once you enter the track, you know, typically you don't change altitudes and Mach speed once you get on the track. So I hope I can make 370 by then and save some fuel going across the pond.
Heading 130, set.
And I guess I don't have to worry about the ice being on the wings now, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. Let's see, off, and off. Well, guys, quite honestly, like I always say, the climb on up to 35 can be pretty boring. We got some moonlight off the water there. How romantic. Beautiful airplane. Love the paint job. Alright, so we're leveling off here at 350. We only got 6 hours and 30 minutes left in the flight. So it won't be a whole lot else going on, you know, so level off here at 350, so I guess I'll turn the seatbelt signs off. Seatbelt signs off.
Seatbelt signs off.
Alright.
Check.
So we'll let the folks get up and get off the bird. Well, not get off, excuse me, walk around the airplane. Don't want them to get off, obviously. But in any case, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. I guess we'll catch you guys when we get over into Zurich. Actually, when we get over there, they're having their Tuesday crossing event. And on top of that, apparently there's a controller that's trying to get checked off for approach, I believe. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully I don't go in there and ruin it for them. Yeah, so I guess, you know, we'll just cut out here. And we'll catch up with you guys when we get over to Zurich. You know, we get maybe 5 or 10 minutes before top of descent. Alright guys, we're back here at Riptide 812 Heavy. We are pretty much over the France, Paris, France area right now, or I'm just west of it. And as you can see, we are live on ATC now. We are under Eurocontrol West Control. And so I thought I'd check in, try to get some information on what I can expect when I get over to Zurich. Or excuse me, Zurich. So let's go ahead and check the ATIS real quick. Or let's see if I can even get ATIS.
Currently requesting 350 due to wind to the 94.
Alright, so ATIS is Information Hotel, departing runway 28 and 16. Arrival runway is 14. Now let's approach transition level 7,000. Let's see what else we got here. Scattered clouds 1,000 feet. Scattered clouds 17,000 feet. Excuse me, 1,700 feet. Let's see. Temperatures 3, dew points 1. Decent pressure. Really nothing else going on there, so not a whole lot going on. So looks like we got decent weather at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't change. We're about 130 nautical miles from top of descent. So I will go ahead and set, I'm going to take a guess here. Let's see. Well, no, it says it. So it'll be runway 14. Alright, so let's get runway 14 set in here. So arrivals, ILS 14. I'm not going to put any transition in yet because I don't know what that transition is going to be. So for right now, I'm just going to place that in there. So make sure that's in the box. So there it is with a nice discontinuity off of Gipole or Gipole. I wonder if that's one of the transitions. Yeah, it is. So I'll probably get the transition off of Gipole, but I don't know that, so we'll see. So let's go ahead and check the mins on that, see what the charts say. This controller's having a lot of fun, it sounds like.
Ryanair 106, contact Paris control 128.1. 812 heavy, contact Paris control on 128.1. Bye bye.
Alright, so the mins are going to be 200 feet, so pretty standard. So might as well go ahead and set that in there. So let's see here. Mins. Oh, it's already set to 200, so that's good. Alright, it's 93, so I'll line this back up. Alright, mins are in. So right now, fuel on board is 36 even. Flight management computer thinks that we are going to land with 30.8. So I guess it only thinks we're going to burn another 800 pounds. Oh, what am I saying? My math is way off. So about 5,000 pounds, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and Top Cat. Top Cat is calling for auto brake 4. See, how long is the runway? The runway length is 10,800 feet. I don't know, I'm kind of surprised by auto brake 4, but that's what it's saying. So I guess we'll go with auto brake 4. So I get that set in. So auto brake 4 it is. The ATIS didn't say whether or not they wanted to leave the ground radar on or not. And I got a contact me message, so I guess another center just came online. So let me contact this guy. So this is Paris control. Paris control, Riptide 812, flight level 370. Call sign was Riptide. That's Riptide 812 heavy, flight level 370.
Riptide 812, thank you very much for flight SP5. This is direct to Bravo Lima Mike 0.
Crit direct, Bravo Lima Mike, Riptide 812 heavy. Alright, so we got a clearance direct to Bravo Lima Mike, so we'll go ahead and put that in. Alright, so Bravo Lima Mike, put that at the top of the box, executed, and off we go.
Yes, we went on a survival looking for new control goes direct to Turkey, Kilo Echo Romeo.
Alright, so now top of descent is in 70 nautical miles. So I guess we can go ahead and do an arrival briefing.
Well, I'm going to another flight.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
Alright, we'll be arriving the Star, ILS Cat 1, the runway 14. Descent, minimums will be 200.5. Landing config is flaps 30, runway dry, level 4. Don't bother turn on APU, we'll get grounded at when we get there. Turn ground radar on unless we're told otherwise. And we'll be arriving at gate, Echo 35, I think it is. I'll check that in a second. And for concerns, there is terrain in the area, so we will make sure we have the terrain turned on. Any questions?
No questions.
Approach briefing complete. Alright, so now that that's done, I guess we'll get back with you guys when I get my initial descent. Paris control, Riptide 812 heavy, looking for descent.
Riptide 812 heavy, descent target at 190 initially.
Send and maintain 190, Riptide 812. Alright, so we have our initial descent down to flight level 190. So I'll go ahead and do a descent checklist. Descent checklist, please.
Stand by.
Systems effective, Juliet, contact dual source frequency 125.825 over.
Recall. Checked. Notes.
Checked.
Auto brake level 4. Landing data.
VREF 137, minimums 200 feet set. VREF 137, minimums 200 feet set. Set and checked.
VREF 137, minimums 200 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to switch over to V now because we're catching up with our descent profile. So we'll descend at Mach 0.82 until we get to 310 knots, and then at that point we'll switch over to the indicated airspeed.
Inside the 812, contact Swiss radar 128.05 over.
128.05, Riptide 812 heavy, see you.
Climb out, flight level 150. Flying fast 150, looking at the third angle. And 24 Romeo Lima, you cleared for the full 1 approach arrival, expecting ILS 28. So there is 1 Golf arrival, expecting ILS 28, airborne 24 Romeo Lima. Engine 24 Romeo Lima, when ready to descend to flight level 130. Descending flight level 130, airborne 24 Romeo Lima.
1,000 feet to level off.
Swiss radar, Riptide 812 heavy is through 20,000 for 19,000.
Where's your calling to around the call sign?
Call signs Riptide 812 heavy.
Riptide 812. Riptide 812, you are
Cleared for the Bravo Lima 2 Golf arrival. Expect ILS 28 in Zurich. Descend to flight level 140.
Clear Bravo Lima Golf 2. Clear Bravo Lima Mike 2 Golf arrival. Expect ILS 28. Descend and maintain 1000. Riptide 812 Heavy. Swiss radar, can you confirm that was flight level 110?
Riptide 812 negative. Descending issue is flight level 160.
Copy that, sorry. 160 Riptide 812 Heavy. Guess I heard him wrong. I kind of had a feeling I did. Alright, so I'm going to pull the speed brakes out here and try to catch up because I'm well above my glide slope now, or my glide path. So I need to get down, getting about 4,000 feet above. I also need to change my approach now because I'm getting cleared ILS for 28, which surprised me a little bit. But oh well.
Again, so here's 217, descend to flight level 170.
Alright, so I have ILS 28 in the box now, so now I need to go grab the chart real quick.
So it's 2147, reduce speed to 250 knots. And cleared for the correction tango, climb to flight level 210.
Alright, so I just ran the numbers for runway 28. Now it's saying auto brake max.
Riptide 812, descend to flight level 140.
Send and maintain 140, Riptide 812 Heavy.
Avionics Golf EZ6 395.
Connect 3544, contact Langen 127.720, right? Connect 3544, contact Langen 127.720, listen to the frequency, please.
Alright, so minimums for this runway is actually 280. So I need to change my mins real quick. So mins are going to be, I'm going to round it up to 680.
So it's on Express 5042.
Riptide 812, contact now to 135.220.
135.22, Riptide 812 Heavy. Zurich approach, Riptide 812 Heavy's level 14,000.
Airplane 532, ILS on 4 established.
Finish 812, Zurich arrival, good evening, identified, expect practice for the ILS runway 28, continue on present heading.
Expect ILS 28, Riptide 812 Heavy.
Balloon 5002, contact safe tower on flight level 80.
So I got to go auto brake max now. That's according to Top Cat. You got to go auto brake max. Runway is only 8,200 feet long, and looks like there's plenty of intersections for me to get off on. So when we do get off, I'm going to make a right turn. Turn off the runway to the right when we get there.
Finish 812, turn left heading 060, descend flight level 100.
So he told us to maintain the present heading, so that's what we're doing. I guess I'm going to overfly the airport for the downwind. Airport's around there somewhere. That might be it right there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's it. So he just sent me a message and said to send it 100, so that's what I'm going to do. And then turn left heading to 050.
2813, Zurich Bravo, good evening now. I identified expect vectors for the Addons runway 14. Descent to flight. Shimso 812, descent flight level 80.
Descend and maintain 8,000 Riptide 812 heavy. He gave me a message over voice again.
2147, descent to flight level 110.
So let's slow it down to 240 since we're going below 10. And I'll go ahead and turn on the logo wing lights.
105 Delta, Zurich Bravo, good evening. Expect vectors for the Addons runway 28. Descent to flight level 100.
Descent level 100 and expecting vectors 228. Switch 105 Delta.
Pulling out the speed brake, trying to get down a little quicker here.
Swift 2813, turn right heading 060.
Right heading 060,
Finiso 812, turn right heading 090.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Right turn 090, Riptide 812 heavy.
Swift 105 Delta, speed 230 knots or less.
In case you guys are wondering what's going on, he's giving me all of my instructions via text. Not really sure why. But that's fine if he wants to do it that way. Maybe the Zurich's final 125.32 Riptide 812 heavy. See ya. Zurich approach Riptide 812 heavies 8,000. That was Riptide 812 heavy.
812, hello, identified. Break back, system got 2368, and right heading 250, descend 5,000 feet, get Airways straight. Riptide 812, transfer the right heading 230.
Heading 230, Riptide 812 heavy.
Riptide 812, present position back is the runway, Romeo, Alpha, Mike, Echo, Mike.
Direct Raheem, Riptide 812 heavy.
Riptide 812, descend 6,000, QNH 1019.
Send and maintain 6,000, Riptide 812 heavy. I'll go ahead and do an approach checklist. Approach checklist. Approach checklist.
Is 105, Delta, turn right heading 275.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
1019 set.
1013. Approach checklist complete.
Oh, I guess I have to do it. Okay, that's cool.
Traffic.
So 812, descend 6,000, QNH 1019.
Flaps 1.
Speed check, flaps 1.
Riptide 812, descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1019, cross around and 5,000 feet or below.
Send and maintain 5,000, cross Ramen 5,000, Riptide 812 Heavy.
Wait, when true speed, which was very much indicated.
I'm going to go ahead and increase the descent here a little bit. Looks like I got some traffic off here to the right. Wonder if I can spot him.
Zurich, good evening, Swiss 2147.
I'm not the best spotter in the world,
1,000 feet to level off.
but I don't see him.
Expecting to 2147. This grade 13, turn round heading 190.
So I'm going to go ahead and arm the, well, I'm not going to arm it yet. I ain't got clear for the approach. But it looks like we're picking it up, maybe. Was that speed 220 knots?
Correct, sir.
Copy, 220 knots till established, Riptide 12 Heavy. So he said till established, so I am going to arm the localizer.
Localizer armed.
Flaps 5.
Speed check, flaps 5.
This grade 12, turn right, turn further out heading 240. 240, okay.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Engine anti-ice on.
Engine anti-ice coming on.
Wing anti-ice on.
Wing anti-ice coming on. The cabin is ready.
Alright, so we're picking up both the localizer and the glide slope now. So I'm going to begin to slow it down now as much as I can. We are inside of 10 miles, or excuse me, inside of 11 miles. So I can get the speed at 180.
Are you sure?
Flaps 15.
Speed check, flaps 15.
Alright, I'm going to pull out the speed brakes here. I don't want to come in too fast.
2500.
Zurich Tower 118.1, Riptide 812 Heavy, see you.
Straight 13, with hours straight, descend with the glide.
Turn over to descend with the glide, 3 with left to the B414.
Zurich Tower, Riptide 812 Heavy is established, ILS 28.
Riptide 812 Heavy, Zurich Tower, good evening. After landing, vacate to the right, runway 34 available for taxi. Wind 200 degrees 3 knots, runway 28 clear land.
We'll vacate to the right, clear to land, 28 right, Riptide 812 Heavy. Gear down. Well, I can't get this plane to slow down. Well, that should do it. Flaps 20.
Speed check, flaps 20.
This is going to be fun. Flaps 30.
We're above the flap speed.
Oops. Flaps 30.
Speed check, flaps 30. 1,000 feet. Approach not stable.
Landing checklist.
500. Terrain. Pull up.
Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete. $500 feet.
400. 300. 200.
100. Was to right 1 on the ILS 05
30. 20. 10.
Just like 1 3 pound was in a because now after landing
Speed brakes up.
to the left runway 1 to the
Reversers normal.
continue approach sure number 2
60 knots.
Now he'll break you.
runway 16
Check.
forward taking number 2 6 812, welcome to Zurich, contact 831.
Engine anti-ice coming on.
121.75, Riptide 812 Heavy, thanks.
13, wind 200 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear land. Flat out to it, so 1 3.
Zurich ground, Riptide 812 Heavy is vacated, runway 28.
Riptide 812, reception releasing taxi to gate Accu 43 via Foxtrot and Delta.
Echo 43 via Foxtrot, thank you, Riptide 812 Heavy.
Riptide 812, please confirm Foxtrot and Delta.
Wait, what is he saying? What was that after Foxtrot, Riptide 812 Heavy?
Riptide 812 Heavy, 8 Echo 43, that's on the north of the EZDOCK, via Foxtrot and Delta.
Gotcha, sorry. Foxtrot Delta, Riptide 812 Heavy. That's what I was going to do anyway, but okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was an eventful approach and landing. I got something wrong with my EZDOCK settings. It's just shaking violently like I'm crashing the airplane when I touch down, no matter how soft I touch down. So I need to go edit those settings or either stop using it altogether. I don't know. But we'll deal with that some other time. Alright, so we're coming up on our gate now. Echo 43. Nose light off.
Nose light coming off.
Lights and doors.
Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check.
I guess I'll leave the logo light on.
Bravo 2369, good evening again. Information 2 on board, ready to copy after our back to the Unix at 5.
Well, I can barely see that safe dock.
Again, time for short, call you back break. Riptide 812, welcome to Zurich, frequency change approved. Thank you for flying to Zurich, 7.5, bye-bye.
Copy that, change the frequency, Riptide 812 Heavy, see you. Is that safe dock? I guess it's just not working. That's not telling me anything at all. That's fine. Let's just take the outside view and make it work. Alright, so that's good enough. Alright, so parking brake is set. Shut down the right engine.
Lufthansa 2369, are you ready to copy? Lufthansa 2369 is your clear to destination Munich, out of runway 32, via departure, squawk 6715. Lufthansa 2369 is back to Munich, Takeoff.
Alright, so let's take the ground power that just hooked up. And now we can shut down the other engine. We'll do a shutdown checklist here in a second.
I am ready for the checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Parking brake.
Set.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Alright, so let's take care of this so I can get some parking going on. So let's see. Which one is restart? Oh, GSX, there it is. Customize airport position. Let's open it up. Apply. Alright, now let's get some deboarding going on. Alright guys, I guess we're here. We survived it. Forgot to turn off the timer, but looks like it took roughly what it thought it was going to take. About, I guess it took me 3 minutes to taxi, so you know, roughly 7 hours en route. So now we got the container loaders pulling up, and it'll take all the containers off and all the folks go off and everybody will be happy. So anyway, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. I'll keep posting them. In any case, you guys take it easy. We'll see you.